So this is a video assignment. This is my assessment, or what was it called? It was called something. It's the part where I evaluate a WGI show that I pulled off the internet. And I did. I watched it. The one that I will be evaluating is the George Mason 2025 WGI show. They I don't remember what they scored, but it was a very, very popular percussion show, literally on the internet. It was all over, and that's the reason why I decided to do this, because I remember from April or March when they went to championships in can't think of the place right now. I can't think of the place. But I remember when they went, and I was just very immersed. So let's start this off. It's on my phone. I have timestamps. First off, I like in the start when they characterize before they start playing. It's very funny and interactive. Like, they had characterization before they went on to their actual show. Like, they were like, I really felt 1800s from this entire 1700s, 1800s. I felt it. And it was very interactive from the get-go. I love the costuming. The wigs are funny, and the front starts off very entertaining. Like, they're very happy looking. Like, they got smiles on their face and whatever. And, like, they breathe with their chests. At 2 minutes and 24 seconds, when they start to move their floor, I like how it's very uniform and together. It just seems very well practiced to me. I'm a visual person. I like how the front ensemble at any given point, they're looking at the box or the where the directors are or the judges. I like how they're looking there, but they're also looking at what they're playing. It's very multitask, and it's just beautiful. We move on to the Yankee Doodle bass break. I love the Yankee Doodle bass break. This is what broke the internet. This is what was all over my feed, and I kept seeing it. So the Yankee Doodle bass break, which is at 3 minutes and 26 seconds, it's the very popular bass break. I love bass breaks. I love the sounds, and I love how they know when to play with each other and when not to. I may be a front ensemble person, but I'm also a very, very big bass person. Not like bass guitar, but bass as in drum. They just sound so crisp, and especially in this video, they're just so together, and I can see that because they're also nodding their heads along with tempo, and they literally communicate, not with their mouths, but they communicate with their heads, knowing when to play with each other. It's literally stuck in my head. When he says Yankee Doodle bass break, it's just so fine, and it's beautiful. It just tickles me somewhere. They give the audience a show to laugh at and interact with. Like, some indoor shows, you have to be quiet, and then there's the occasional clapping and then cheers, but this show allows them to communicate with the audience at any point without the audience having to feel rude or whatever, right? They're allowed to interact with the audience, and the audience allowed to interact with them. Technically, they also give the audience a chance to learn more about the indoor percussion world, giving them definitions on what they're hearing. This part is at 4 minutes and 28 seconds, when they're allowing them to know what space and texture is from a silly, tiny little show. Like, they're giving a visual on what it is, and so the audience isn't confused. It's very nice. I keep saying the same words, but I just can't find the words because it's so good. At 5 minutes and 2 seconds, they have this moment where they know when to cut off and when to come back on. It's like this part where they're singing and there's two visual persons next to him and he like shuts them up and the music cuts off when he puts it over their mouths. It's just very timed. It's very well timed. And then I noticed that the snares were airplaying, I think 16, no, I don't know snare words, but they were airplaying when they were having these lock-in moments where they're telling them, shut up, come back on, shut up, come back on, shut up, come back on. The snares are going like this, and you can hear them play, but then they keep going when they shut off. So they're airplaying, so they're not playing. You catch my drift? I don't know if you do, but that's my language. Like, the snares at the same bit, they look like they're playing, but they're not. The airplay makes it just so much more interesting, and they have good technique while doing it. They don't just fully give up. They, like, give more technique, you know? It looks uniform all the way through. They don't just drop. 5 minutes and 37 seconds. Okay, this is when I started to geek out. I love the Titanic, and they started to play My Heart Will Go On. And I love shows with recognizable and well-known songs because I feel they are way much harder, even though you know what song it is, I feel they are way much harder because the audience also knows what it is. And if you mess up, everybody knows. I know this from experience because my marching show was Nirvana Rebellion, which literally was all Nirvana songs. So our directors literally put in our heads that if it's recognizable to the audience, they will know. They will know. And I like, with interpretive shows that aren't as well known, I feel like you can just mess up and nobody will know. You just gotta play it off good. But that's a bad habit. So I'm just saying. I love shows with recognizable songs. They're awesome. 6 minutes and 27 seconds gives the audience a chance to be loud, and I like it. They can laugh and cheer, and it won't affect the style of the show. Which I think this is a part. I'm trying to think in my head the video. I think this is a part where like the main character is like going like this to get the audience to rise. You know, it's fun. Okay, a little bit before 7 minutes and 13 seconds is the snare break, and I like the bopping of their heads. It's just a tiny little detail that keeps them in time with each other, and it shows communication and the understanding of the part. I think this is snare break. Yeah. 7 minutes and 40 seconds gives me a chance to feel the rush of them getting off the floor. This is the part of get off the floor, which is also popular on TikTok. You just look up the part. They got this timer. They got 2 minutes to get off the floor. It's very, you can feel you have a time limit. You can see it, but you feel you have a time limit because the front ensemble is playing fast, but they're not showing that they're fast. Their technique is so awesome, and I wish I could do it. Their heights get lower so they can play faster. I don't know why, that's just weird for me. I will definitely learn. But their part is so fast, yet they keep so calm, and they move on. But they look like they're rushed, and they feel like they're rushed. 8 minutes and 18 seconds. The facial expressions of the pit will definitely have some cool pictures. It makes me smile. I love when you capture your face and you actually look sick. Like, not like, like, oh, sick. Like, I love having facial expressions. The reason why is because my front ensemble doesn't really do that. They, I think we're all so connected with each other that if we do something cringe, which is not cringe, but like if we do something like funny looking, people will laugh. So we don't really do facial expressions around there. They're just, I love when they're showing emotion and they're not afraid to go out with someone laughing. 8 minutes 40 seconds. This is the end. I don't know how or why they have baby dolls, but there's baby dolls being thrown and you can hear the audience laugh. Trust, I didn't know what was happening either, but it's like the babies being thrown is just so unexpected and fun, and it makes me laugh. It's just so interactive. This show is so interactive. It gets into people's minds. Like, this show was in my head for maybe a whole month, 2 months after I saw it. Like, I kept looking up the video to watch it. Yankee Doodle Bass Break. I kept watching it. It made me go back. This is a show that will last in my mind. My last notes, we're done. My last notes about the show are, I love the interactiveness and I love the emotion shown in the music. When they were playing Yankee Doodle, I felt joy. During their get off the floor moment, I felt the rush. Visual is a big step, and I love the costuming fitting their school overall theme. They're George Mason, and I'm pretty sure that's from like the 1700s. So they got this like revolution, gold, green. It really fits their university, and I like how it plays into their characterization as well. The pulsing and the character of the front ensemble is not just pulsing. It's not just that. It's pulsing with emotion, like when you're happy and when you're feeling the rush, like you're out there. You hearing? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I don't know if you are. This is a very good show, as I've said and raved about. By the looks, it's a very good show with visual as well. But not only are they good at visual, but they're good at their technique. They're good. Their playing technique is also phenomenal because they know when to be together as one. My indoor percussion has had a problem with not being together back to back. Battery, front ensemble, and everything in the middle. People on the floor, people not marching. It's a very complicated bit because sound travels. It's weird. You have to be listening back at all times. But this show, they show that they know how to listen and how to listen to each other and how to communicate with each other without talking. It's just beautiful, twin. Yeah, but they're very in tune back to back, and I feel that is just very, very awesome. Anyway, that's my analysis. I think that's the word I was looking for at the start of this video. Analysis. This is my video analysis. But, yeah. I hope to learn how to get faster. My chops. I'm okay at doing chops, but it's a lot here and not a lot here. So, for me. But, I really like George Mason. George Mason. I miss you. Come back with a good show this year, please. Please. Shout out to myself for making this video. But it's awesome. Thank you. That's it.